UX design is something still many people cannot relate to and have no connection with. Therefore, equally as many people do not know where UX designers are required and in which industries you can work as a UX designer. Let's dive deeper into this topic today. I'm your host Chris, and this is the UX Global's podcast. So let's say obvious things first, right? So the main industry a UX designer works in is the web and app industry. This market is quite saturated with designers and developers, and many common design concepts are established. But still, this field requires many UX designers. There are still so many websites with a bad user experience due to many different reasons, beginning with a bad information architecture, continuing with no good branding, and ending with a design not created for the right target group. And therefore we need many young and hyper-motivated UX designers in this industry. It is the same with the app industry. Of course, there are many established UX patterns in the app industry. And the guidelines by the operating systems can also be a good foundation for a great user experience. However, to keep innovating the industry, we need to come up with new solutions over and over again. And therefore, new UX designers are required always again. So these were the two most common industries a UX designer works in. But there are quite a lot more. Think about the interfaces of other devices too. What about a camera, for instance? They are getting more and more complex too. It is possible to apply filters directly in the camera, for example. No one has thought about this some years ago, and all cameras have touchscreens today. And the interaction concepts need to be adjusted due to this new technology. But there are still many more really exciting industries I would like to introduce to you after today's music break. One industry I have introduced to you in previous episodes is the automotive industry, and my advice really is to go into this field of business, as a lot is changing there currently. The more automated vehicles become, and the closer we get to autonomous cars, the more different will the interaction concepts be, so you can start creating the foundation for future automotives right now. Please do not miss that chance. Especially interesting is that young children, elderly people, and people with disabilities might be allowed to drive a vehicle on their own. So there are completely new target groups in this industry that need to be satisfied. But there are still many more interesting new fields. What about smart homes, for example? And I'm not only talking about smart speakers and lights that can be switched on and off with them. Also washing machines, fridges, kitchen machinery and hoverbots become smarter and new interfaces are required. And all those gadgets were only some examples. There are many more coming and introduced every single day. So the smart home industry is a very interesting industry for UX designers too. And this is still not everything. What about the robotics business? Let me give you an example we all know. Drones. We all have seen them, and most of us love this technology, as we can be a pilot ourselves without sitting in an actual airplane. And the drones that have a camera can be steered from many kilometers away by watching what the drone sees in your smartphone. But as steering this flight object is connected with lots of responsibilities, we need to have a proper user interface to interact with the drone. All of this, I believe, was a nice overview about the different industries a UX designer can work in, and I'm sure there are many more. What I want you to take with you after listening to today's episode is that there are many different industries for UX designers, and it is not only about websites and apps. The best thing is that every day there are new solutions introduced by us entrepreneurs. To make our solutions succeed, we need to work together with at least one UX designer. If your startup has no UX designer yet, feel free to contact me and I will either join you myself or will introduce you to someone else with a great UX expertise. Thank you so much for listening and remember, always keep pushing. Have a good one.